I can do, sir, please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You're not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to Syracuse, New York, where we find a frauditor who's attempting to enter a state office building without showing identification. Well, these days it's not going to happen, sweetheart. Well, let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy!
I'm going to go ahead and get inside here, see if we can access the building without showing ID to go into a government building, because I know that's what they like to require. So let's go ahead and get in here and see if we can get into this place without showing an ID.
Well, see, man, my buddy on the switch. How can we help you?
Just looking to go into publicly accessible areas and video record what's available for the public.
You got a photo ID?
I do, but I don't show ID to get in public buildings.
Yeah, this is Daniel, our friend who's on probation for being an idiot on January 6th at our Capitol building. Now, you would think with all that, he might mind his P's and Q's. Not a chance.
To cross here, you have to have photo ID.
That would actually violate the United States Constitution.
Building policy.
Is there a supervisor I can speak to?
I'm sorry?
He wants to walk around and record.
Do you have an appointment for any department?
No, but I'd like to go to the unemployment department.
Unemployment is not in this building.
Alright, well, I'd like to cross this barrier without showing ID.
Building policy requires...
Yeah, but the policy can't trump the United States Constitution, correct?
Sir, my job is to ask for photo ID to let anybody in this building.
I know, but don't you understand that violates the United States Constitution?
I understand that.
You understand you're violating the Constitution for people to come to a publicly funded public building. It's a constitutional violation.
My job tells me that I have to...
Is there a supervisor or somebody in charge of the building that can
There is a
speak to?
building manager.
Notice how the frauditor is most thorough. First he asked the security guard for his supervisor. Now he wants the building manager. Who's he going to want after that? Because he's not getting in, I'll tell you that much.
Harold? He just wants to get his lunch.
No ID is required.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get past the security checkpoint without showing ID because it would violate the Constitution of the United States to identify me to go into a public building.
OGS policy, we need an ID. I don't set the policy, I just...
You can not follow the policy, I mean...
Then I jeopardize my job. So.
Yeah, but your job is jeopardized when you create a lawsuit for the state by IDing people to come into a public building.
This is the Fourth Amendment to our great Constitution here in the United States. Now, people who are not from the United States could read this and understand it, and they could also understand that showing identification does not violate the Fourth Amendment. Show me in here where it violates the Fourth Amendment to show your identification. Show me that. Where's it at? Where is it?
Not me, they do that, not me.
So there's no one else that could supersede that policy and allow me to go in?
Unless you have a destination. If you have a specific destination or you're going to a specific
Today my specific
agency.
destination is the floor over there without showing ID.
But our policy is you must show ID.
Your policy violates the United States Constitution is what I'm saying though.
Oh, okay.
You don't care?
Well, not that I don't care, I just have to follow my policy, sir. I mean,
So there's nobody else here above you that that'll allow somebody to walk past here, to walk through the publicly accessible areas of this building without showing ID?
Give me a moment and I might be able to help you with that. Okay, sir?
Because I was just at Utica yesterday and they let me in without showing ID.
Well, hey, bro, that was Utica, New York. You're not in Utica anymore. You're in Syracuse. Yeah, you're like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. You're not in Kansas anymore, bro. But if you click your heels 3 times and wish real hard, you might go there. Now let's find out what this other lad has to say, and then we can end this stupid video.
Eventually.
Hi. How you doing?
You might be looking for me.
Yeah, I'm
My name is
looking to access the publicly accessible areas of this building without showing ID.
Well, unfortunately, our policy is that you do have to show your ID.
Do you understand the policy here? Do you understand the policy here violates the United States Constitution? Because I don't wish to waive my 4th Amendment rights to go into a public place. So there's a conflict there.
I understand. We do have policies with our agency that state that you do have to show proper ID in order to access the building once to get past these turnstiles. And that's the policy.
So there's no way past that policy?
So what's the story, Frauditor? You don't want to show your ID because you're afraid somebody will find out you stormed the Capitol building on January 6th? Is that what it is, Frauditor? You're ashamed of what you did now, are you, boy?
What about you personally? You don't have no opinion about the fact that it violates the Constitution of the United States?
You know, my job is to ensure the safety and security of the building. You may not pose a threat, but a lot of people do. So we have that security in place.
How would somebody's ID waive whether they've security risks or not?
Because we know who they are. If there was an issue, we could then look back and see who that person was.
Well, that's enough of that nonsense, good people. He spoke to 4 people. He's spoken to 4 people, and he's not getting in. Now, shut your mouth, go home, and you're a mechanic. Go fix somebody's car, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't want you working on my car. I wouldn't trust you. Yeah, I think you're a commie. But at any rate, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, Daniel. Daniel the Worm. Yeah. All right then. I tell you to get a job, but you already got a job. Yeah. Well, stop frauditing. Cheers to that.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm gonna arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to record you in public, man.
Actually,
no, that's the law.
Oh, is that like a law?
Against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.